A mound of soil had collapsed onto a house in Ganapathivatta in the Alawattugoda area in Kandy between 6:30 and 7 a.m. today. 5 people were present in the house during that time and 2 of them were buried by the mound.
The father and the mother were there. They pointed to where the son and daughter was buried. The daughter was the closest to us. When we cleaned the soil away, we saw her legs. Then we slowly cleaned the mound and took the body out of there. It was heavily raining when we were taking her down. Then a van travelling towards Vattegam arrived. We sent her away with 2 people in the village. After sending her away, we attempted to find the boy who was buried. After cleaning away the soil, we found his legs as well. He was covered in his bed sheet. There were some stones on his head. We removed them and took him out.
The victims were a 16-year-old son and an 18-year-old daughter living in the house. Their bodies have been placed at the Kandy General Hospital. Our correspondent said another girl had been injured and is now receiving treatment at the Peradeniya hospital. This is the situation in Kandy town. A landslide was reported from Ambagaha on the Gampala road today. Sri Lanka Navy, the police and area residents took measures to restore vehicular movement on the road. Following heavy downpour, a wall had collapsed onto the St. John's nursery in Kegol. 5 children were inside the nursery at the time of the incident and no one was injured. Sri Lanka Army personnel have begun distributing relief in the area. Three shops in Katugastota collapsed onto the Piga Oya, a branch of the Mahaveli River this afternoon. No fatalities were reported.
පොඩි දෙදරුමක් තිබ්බා. ඒතල ඩිංග ඩිංග වැඩි වෙන නිසා බඩු ටික ඇද්දා. පැය දෙකක් විතර යනකොට බිල්ඩින් ඔක්කොම පාත් වුණා.
It's Christmas Day, yet much rainfall was seen within today as well. Now, when you look at the 4 districts that were issued landslide warnings, Kandy, Kurunegala, Matale and Norelia areas, the districts were issued landslide warnings and the people in these areas were urged to be vigilant because of collapsing boulders and etc. To be vigilant around the areas. The NBRO stressed on this fact as well. And also it should be mentioned that heavy rainfall, the heaviest of rainfall from the entire country, was reported in the area of Pasikuda with a 132 plus millimeter rainfall. Now this was in the 24-hour window that ended as of 8:30 a.m. this morning. Now with this as well, several places around the country were also found to be inundated.
This is Akurana in Kandy, where many areas along the A9 road were inundated due to heavy rains. The Kandy railway station was also inundated due to incessant rains. The Railways Department said a few trains were cancelled or delayed due to this.
ඉතින් අක්‍රමවත් මේ ඉදිකිරීම තමයි ඉතින් මේකේ බලපාලා තියෙන්නේ. මං හිතන විදිය කාණු පද්ධතියක් නෑ.
ඒ හදන හදනේ බාගෙට ඔක්කොම කරලා තියෙන. දැන් මෙතන මේ කාණු පද්ධතිය මෙතන මේ බෝගම්බර ග්‍රවුන්ඩ් එක පැත්තේ ඉඳලා එන්නේ ඔක්කොම වැහිලානේ තියෙන්නේ. හදලා මග නවත්තලානේ තියෙන්නේ. ඒ නිසා තමයි මේ විනාශය වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. The Geli Oya railway station was also inundated today. Due to the inclement weather, 2 railway stations were inundated, promoting the railway department to cancel the train travelling from Colombo Fort to Badula and the night mail from Badula to Colombo Fort. The bridge across the Hingulu Oya in Marava of Mavanella was submerged due to heavy rains, causing the Maoya to overflow.
The irrigation department also mentions for the people around the areas of Dedru Oya to be very vigilant as the sluice gates of the area have been opened and floods are a very much likely possibility.
4 gates of the Polgolo reservoir along the Mahaveli river were opened today since morning. Due to this, the engineer's office of the Polgolo reservoir informed the people living in the areas below the reservoir to be cautious regarding rising water levels. 4 gates were also opened in the Dumbul-Oya reservoir, which releases 4,000 cubic feet of water per second to the Kalawaba. 2 gates of the Rajangani reservoir were also opened today.
Now, our reporters say that throughout the day as well, much rainfall was reported from many areas of the country. During this situation, the eastern, over central, Sabaragamuwa, western and even the south and northwestern provinces are urged caution as rains of up to 150 plus millimeters are highly expected.
ආපදාවට ලක් වේයයි පෙර දැනුම් දී තිබෙන සීලොම් ප්‍රදේශයේ
Special forces and police officers have already been dispatched to areas that have been classified to be at risk of disasters. However, the Met Department has informed us that this depression in the atmosphere will pass through the country by tomorrow. We request the public to contact the hotline 117 of the Disaster Management Centre if they experience any difficulty due to inclement weather or if they have any difficulty in obtaining food or essentials under bad weather conditions.
දුරකථන අංකයට අමතරයෙන් අපි ජනතාවගෙන් ඉල්ලා සිටිනවා.
The Department of Irrigation said all 8 sluice gates of the Daliroya reservoir have been opened due to heavy rains. Director of the Water Management Unit of the Department of Irrigation, Engineer D. Abe Sirivardhana, said the residents of the Putlam and Chilao districts have advised to be vigilant.